We's back, man. I have a really good potential trade here, which is AU. You see clearly we're bearish, right? We have 4-hour mitigations, 4-hour gap, 1-hour gap here. We're also flipping now, so we're waiting for this flip. This we don't really care about because look, lower time frame. Look at this shit, man. Look at this equal lows just waiting here. So now what we're waiting for is just this 50 minute to get inversed, and we're in straight off the bat. As soon as I saw this leg, I was like, yeah, this is looking like a good trade, man. This is looking good. So this is mostly what we're... Bro, did you see that? What the fuck? Did you see that shit? Bro, I swear to God, I didn't touch anything. And all my pairs are just gone. What? Bruh. It's fucking time that I lock in, because let's look at my results, right? Initially I was like, yeah, I don't want to show my results because it's pressure or whatever, but let's look. I mean, yeah, it technically looks good. Oh my God, you made money here, but look how much I forced yesterday, bro. These were all forced trades. Like, imagine if I just removed them, how high my win rate is. Like, until now, in this period that I've traded this account, which I traded a decent period, just kind of getting back into trading because I took a break. If I were to remove the forced trades, I legitimately would have passed this account like 5 times until now. I would have probably been live already if I would have just removed this bullshit forced trade. So that's my focus now, because my trading is good. I'm an incredibly good trader, and I'm gonna stand on business no matter what it takes, no matter what everyone believes. I don't give a shit. I'm a very good trader, but I still sabotage, and I don't know why I'm sabotaging. I don't know why I'm forcing, because I didn't force out of, oh my God, money, I want to make money. I didn't force out of that. It just was like stupidity. I had like a random fucking buy here without seeing a 50-minute gap generated. Like, yeah, the draw is not bad, bruh, but come on, why is he forcing? Same as here. I also had 2 buys here in a big ass consolidation and extremely high prices. Like, why, bruh? Why is he doing that, man? Our sole focus for these days, just stay filter those trades, have like around 1 good trade per session. That's it. We don't need more than that, bruh. We don't need more than that. We stay focused. What is our good trade for today is this one. Do we want to force buys on this or force buys on here? We don't want to do that. Like, let's be honest to ourselves. It's time that I finally make that fucking leap into profitability, because I've been just dabbling. For some fucking reason, I've been so ready for months now, even maybe close to 1 year. I'm just trolling. Like, why the fuck am I forcing? Like yesterday, why the fuck am I forcing here? Why am I buying here without seeing clearly? Okay, bias is unclear. Now we don't know which side we're gonna choose, right? I forced actually one sell here, which was too early. Then I forced one buy I thought were flipping, which were like completely random. Bias was not clear at that moment. We didn't have a 50-minute POI generated, and then a 50-minute POI gets generated here, showing us, okay, we're reaching lower. Then I entry here, I wait for that 50-minute PI to get generated. We have a gap lower, which signals, okay, we're reaching lower. I enter, stop loss above the consolidation, and look at this shit. Beautiful fucking trade. And all I should have done here is just wait for more structure, right? Wait for a 50-minute gap, which is part of my rules anyway. So I broke my rules a lot yesterday. And just wait for that shit to happen and then trade. And look how beautiful this shit was. A 2-hour, that's the only thing that we need, and we can find trades like this every fucking day, every day. Yeah, now I know exactly what my edge is, and I know my frequency. I know how to trade, and I know that I'm gonna find at least 1 trade per session. That's all I need. Previously I was just trade this, trade that, trade this, trade that. Okay, now we should probably sponsor this move. This should be our pivotal point that really dictates that initiation lower, so we should probably initiate soon. If we look at price here, we have 2 50-minute gaps. We have a 50-minute inversion pretty much here and a 50-minute gap here. Overall, I think the relevant one is this one right here, the 50-minute recent gap. It actually looks fucking great to short from here, but we're not gonna jump yet. We need to stay patient. This is part of trading, that's very good. We might actually have this trade. Let's stay patient. We get ready in case we need to execute. Now what I want to see is definitely a retrace here. I want to see this gap. Now we initiated below. We saw that intent that we're actually flipping bearish. It's pretty clear that we're flipping bearish at this point. We just want to see a retrace, and then on the next move lower, this is where we enter. So this can be our idea right from here. Stop loss above this is the safe spot. The inversion, this is top of the AVG, is just a very good spot, and target lower, and we get pretty good fucking hour. We're getting what we want to see here. We can technically enter even like this, but I think it's just better for us to see that retrace, because still we haven't fully seen that If we get a strong rejection like this, I can indeed enter, but I do want to see confluence that we're actually, since this gap is a bit big, we need to see how the candle closes. We need to see that it's getting respected first of all before considering to entry. Even if we sacrifice a bit of R, it doesn't fucking matter. We need to see, because this look like the potential, especially since we rejected a closer, we can just fucking, you know what I mean, we can just go and fill it, right? We actually see that we have a bullish gap here. A confluence for me to take the trade would be us closing below this. And now guess what our entry becomes? This inversion, really. This inversion right here, this is our confluence that we're gonna reach lower. Or if it gets closed, if the gap gets closed here, that's gonna be my sign to really enter, and I will not need to wait for more confluence. It got closed. Yeah, we're executing this. We were patient and we're letting it run. From this moment, we not touching this trade, and now we're just letting it run. We have no reason to take any partials anywhere. We have no reason to overthink this or watch this or whatever bullshit we can do, right? And whatever happens with the trade is not within our control. Yeah, this looks good. This looks good. Even how the 50-minute is developing, this looks like we're reaching back into the lows. This is probably one of my most common and most traded scenarios in my model is this one. Like, one thing you have to understand about trading is watching the chart is extremely fucking draining. Like, you watching the trade is extremely draining. It's very, very heavy on the mental, very heavy cognitively. It's really pointless if it just drains your energy. That's the thing, because we cannot control whether this trade, no matter what we do, the trade is going to play out the same way anyway, right? So by us just sitting there and watching every single candle, we don't change anything, right? Considering this, like considering PA here, we either might see a break-even mitigation or we just see a pullback within this 1 minute. But yeah, we like displacement here, even we have a good reaction, but I'm still not worried. I think this trade is fine. Like, it's a very good trade. So that's the only thing that really fucking matters. We don't look at profit. I'm so grateful of this platform that it doesn't have a profit bracket in a sense. It's just watching the trade, even if, but I don't really recommend watching a trade. Maybe this guy is not gonna feel that good about me showing this, but what do you think about this guy's strategy? Mechanical trading plan. What is narrative on weekly down to the daily? I think it's just complicated, really. Like, on the first side, it's just complicated. It needs to be simpler. It needs to be simpler. Like, for example, in your case, okay, higher time frame narrative, boom, then market maker sell model inside that higher time frame narrative. Like, my strategy is probably the first part of your page is like this. It's 4 rules. Higher time frame bias, higher time frame drawn liquidity, 50-minute VG, 1 minute entry. Don't overcomplicate it, bro. Let these things get handled by intuition. It's just too hard to follow. You need something that you can really remember on the top of your head. Just simplify it. Just make it like this, right? Or whatever you want to trade it. Because imagine having this page and you having to look at this every single time you're trading, right? You will not be able to follow this consistently because it's too complex. It's too much. CSD, liquidity sweep, manipulation, entry, unicorn, FVG, displacement, change of, it's just too fucking much. Like, look at me, look how I have my system now. Look how I have my system now, right? Higher time frame bias. Oh, bearish. We are clearly very structured. We respect bearish FVG, bearish FVG, bearish FVG. Clearly, we're in bearish order flow. Then what is our drawn liquidity? This is our drawn liquidity. 2 steps. 3, 50-minute inversion or 50-minute gap. Look it right there. And 4, 1 minute entry. 1 minute break of structure, 1 minute VG. 4 rules. See how simple it is to follow? Of course, intuition and experience is still doing the heavy lifting, but just make it extremely easy for yourself to follow. That's one mistake that I've did also a lot of times. I just had too overcomplicated of a strategy. Oh, I need to have this specific scenario, higher time frame. I need that. I need that. I need that. Then I need the liquidity. Like, I was just so fucking. It was just so fucking hard to follow on a consistent basis. If GU starts melting, if euro starts melting, AU will follow. And especially since AU is extremely bearish compared to the other ones, AU is 10 times better for shorts than the rest. Very good gap here. Yeah, this is solid. GU crossed our area, but again, we don't really want to be trading GU. I think this is a good displacement to potentially take the trade, but we already in the AU. So you see why choosing the better pair for your setup is benefiting you, because on AU hitting TP while GU just validated the setup. Like, look at this shit, right? God damn. Seeing a big candle in your favor is probably one of the best feeling, but it's not the best feeling to see it. See a bullish one right after, but this is fine again. We just stay confident in our bias no matter what PA really does. I was so stupid, bro, when I started out trading. I used to get so scared of trades I would just be really married to to candles and seeing candles and thinking and panicking and getting emotional. I heavily advised against watching trades because when you're watching a trade play, that's when the most emotions are gonna come, and that's when you're most likely to make a bad decision. When you're watching a trade, right? Because you see a bullish candle like this. Oh my god, we gave back so much profit. I could have closed at 1.6. Now what 1R? What if it reverses now? Let me close the trade now. You know what I mean? And then you close, and then bruh, it goes two ways, because watching your trade is also part of the process, because you develop intuition, but you also make a lot of fucking mistakes because you're gonna get emotional while you watch a trade. It's part of the process, but once you reach a point of like execution, of consistent execution, you just should avoid watching a trade, because you're just given the opportunity of you making bad decisions. You're just participating in that opportunity. You're giving yourself the chance of being emotional and taking a bad decision, right? You're giving yourself that chance, and you can just avoid that, right, by not watching the fucking trade. But it's very hard to do because it's so addictive to watch your trade. It's so fucking addictive. It is. This is how what really helped my mindset is I start really seeing trading as a video game. Because if you think most of us really play CS and games like that, right? This is one fucking round. This trade is one round out of 13 until you win the game, right? So it doesn't really mean that fucking much, does it? One trade. I also noticed that the time when I get the most emotional is right in this last fucking portion of the trade. Right in this last portion. This is where I think most of us get the most emotional and tend to close the trade early. Like, I see so many people, and I'm guilty of that as well. I was guilty. Now I don't do it anymore, but I used to. To always close. Like, I would see this move, I would get scared. Oh my god, it's reversing. I would close, and then price just hits TP, and you're just giving, actually you're giving a lot of R. So this is 1.6 instead of having 2R. You're given 4, almost 0.405 R just because you're emotional. 3, 2, 1. Under risked a bit. I could have made like almost close to 2k on this, but we're just focused on execution. We're not really worried about passing or profit or that. Just execution is the only thing that fucking matters, and it's the only thing that would always matter. So just keep that in mind, and thank you for being here. I'm gonna see you for New York on the 100k. Yeah. But we do have a bit of resistance. We're gonna see. I'm really interested to see what happens with this trade. It's not a trade I would say oh my god, I'm so confident in this, but we did raid, we did come here, we did close back below the zone, so it doesn't make sense to pursue lower prices. But I don't know about these resistance on the lows though. It kind of looks like it's gonna fail. I think it's just too highly resistant though. We had a good displacement, good gap. We essentially waited for everything that we need to wait, and now the best confluence would be to see this gap getting closed here. Yeah, I think it was a bad trade, not gonna lie, but we're gonna see what happens with this gap. I just think it's too much fucking resistance to the point where it's really not worth being in a trade. Overall, see, like, it's just a block of orders above here and a block of orders below. Overall, I don't necessarily think it's worth it, but we're gonna see. It's just kind of pre-news PA, even though we don't have big news. Prove me wrong, please. Prove me wrong. But now we're gonna let it run. Even if this trade wins, it doesn't mean I should have taken it. I'm still convinced I shouldn't have taken it, but right now I'm not gonna touch it. Why do you think I marked this low here? Because I just seen price fail so many times of this low instead of coming down lower. But oh yeah, see, I just said, bro, it's just a forced trade. And there you go. Just as a forced trade, is too much resistance. You have to be realistic when you're trading. The setup in itself, as I said, just looks good when we're looking at euro, but the context is bad just because of too much fucking resistance. As I said, one, like, look at this block of orders, block of orders, block of orders. It's just it just is like news PA, really, news PA. This is what happens when we have news, and most of the times it's just gonna be punishing throughout here, and then when news come, we're gonna reach into that liquidity, not now. But it's okay, really, it's okay. Like, see how like, this is not good PA. You just don't want to be part in this, really. You don't want to be part. This is better PA. This is good PA, which I'm actually gonna take. If we actually have a trade here, I'm actually gonna take this because it's a good. Yeah, the euro trade was completely bad, yeah. But at least I risked half, and now you see, this is why. That's what resistance actually means. reactions. It doesn't mean your trade is not gonna be right or your bias was bad. It just means when you're trading in context like this, you're gonna get crazy reactions that just manipulate and then fulfill price. That's the part about trading in these contexts that is bad, because you're gonna get these reactions. So it's just a bad context to trade in. That's what the market makers, or however you want to call the shit, does in heavy news days or in heavy consolidations like this. They just bait you in. That's exactly what it did here. Just too much fucking resistance. We just want to avoid the resistance because of reactions like this. Luckily, we didn't risk much. It's just fine. It's a fine mistake. I'm fine with it. I'm not mad at myself because the trade itself is really good outside of fucking context. If we had better context, if we didn't have all these stacked orders here, the trade would have been fine. We wouldn't have gotten this reaction to manipulate us and then finish TP, right? The trade was good. We had good displacement. We closed below the zone. We stayed patient. We waited for this manipulation. We did everything in terms of like execution. We did everything correctly, except we traded in a very heavy context. We had 50-minute VG, 2 wicks here. It's just too much fucking resistance that we should have avoided. Like the trade, perfect execution, except that we should have just skipped it. We're just waiting for PMI right now. Free kill, bruh. Bong bong. You're gonna see how big we get with Zach, bruh. I get so much shield, bro. I actually live here? Yes, sir. I think I actually live. No. No. You fucking retard. What are you doing, brody? Let me. Thank you very much. Let me. Word, that was close. Ooh. Bro. What the fuck? That was satisfying, I'm not gonna lie. Let me. I don't give a fuck, I'm ending the game. We had the 50-minute VG, we had the rebalance, we had the closure below. We should be reaching here, maybe even further down lower. It really should not have a reason other than retesting this to not work, but yeah. Destroyed. I don't know. I really don't know why we reversed on this one. This was actually a good trade. I finished break even another day. Guess what? I'm so tired of this loop, bro, and I have no idea how to fucking stop it. And this actually was a good trade. We closed below, we had a gap. We pretty much had everything we needed to have to take this trade. We waited, we were patient waiting for that manipulation, but we just reversed. And from here was so fucking likely to continue that move and sweep all these lows that we had, especially Asian lows. But we don't. Hear me out on this one, because this is actually huge. This is what I realized today, and it's massively fucking important. So I was like, okay, I was like, damn, I know the right decision for today would have been to just sit out of New York session and bank that profit that we made earlier on AUD/USD. Like, just sit out the day and don't trade at all, right? Don't trade at all, don't take any trades. We don't need to be doing that, just sit with a profit. But then in the current state, what I was thinking, right, in my current state, I was thinking, yeah, but skipping a trade, I don't want to do that. I want to trade this, I want to be active. Like, I don't want to betray myself. If I have the desire to trade, I don't want to just sit on the bench just for money. I had this weird feeling that this mini break-even phase that I had for all these days, right, was something like spiritual. I had a feeling it's something related to my state. And then I remember what I learned after the Dark Night of the Soul, after that biggest collapse that I have, which is regulation, bro. I forgot about this shit, bro. So I got sidetracked. I lost focus of the only thing that fucking matters. So every day in this week that I've been pretty much breaking even every single day, I've been waking up trying to make trading work, trying to do this, trying to pass the account, trying to do that. Do you know what that means? That means pretty much acting from lack, acting from not having, right? And this is why is this important? Why is this important? Because when your inner state changes your perception from the state of lack, of wanting to pass the account, of wanting to finally be profitable, sitting on the bench on this trade might feel like betrayal. might feel like inner conflict, might feel like something you don't want to do, might feel like all this type of bullshit. But from the state of already being profitable, already making money on the day, imagine I would have actually made money on the day here. If I would actually be profitable and had this 2 hour, I would have made like 1K per day. Do you really think I would have cared about this shitty trade? Like, let's be completely honest. So from a different state, from the state of already being profitable, already having the things I want, from the state of already feeling complete, this decision would have felt normal. This decision would have felt like I already made money on the day. Oh, that's great. I should skip this. I have more time for myself, more time to edit videos. So do you get what I mean? Do you get what I'm hinting at? The fact that your inner state, or what you feel deep inside, changes your perception, and perception is huge in trading. Because from a lack state, taking New York session off would feel like, I want to make more money, why am I stopping? But from an abundant state, a state of already being profitable, already having 1K dollars in your fucking pocket, this would feel like the normal choice. It's ironic, this is just how life is, right? Where everything flows from is your state. Everything flows from state. State affects perception. It mostly dictates your choices. So when you're trying to change solely your actions, you still feel like a break-even trader. No matter how much you're gonna try and change the actions, your actions are always gonna stay of a break-even trader, because everything flows from that. So for me to actually change my actions and change and make my actions finally reflect one of a profitable trader, I have to change my state. Everything flows from how you feel. If we know this, the only thing that we have to do is pour into us feeling good. And by us feeling good, these are gonna take care of themselves. Most importantly, actions. From the proper state, from the state of a profitable trader, when you're gonna feel already like a profitable trader, you're gonna automatically take the actions of a profitable trader. I generally should do every single fucking day, from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep. Prioritize state, prioritize me feeling good, me feeling already like I have the things I want, me feeling happy every single day, and then everything takes care of itself from that point. It might sound contradictory, it might sound counterintuitive, but trust me, I learned this the hard way, and I actually applied it in my life and I saw results. Like right now, ironically, why am I getting break-even results? Because my state is still blocked in that break-even. I still feel like a break-even trader. I feel like I'm in that loop. Like, I feel like I'm in the loop of, oh my god, fuck, I want to make progress, I'm not making any progress, what is happening? I just want to pass again. I know I need to stop forcing, but I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, I'm exactly feeling like a break-even trader. That's why I'm getting break-even results. So that's what happened today, and that's what pretty much happened for the past few weeks. It sounds so fucking bullshit. It sounds genuinely so bullshit, but all you have to do is prioritize regulation. You feeling the best you can every day. You making sure every day you wake up, you making sure that you feel the best you can. You reclaim your energy from all this spark. Because think about it, especially us as traders, we all feel this way. We all feel consistently frustrated, and we never felt whole. Since we started trading, like, let's be honest, we never fucking felt whole. We felt like until we reach profitability, we're never gonna be able to feel happy, right? I'm sure we all feel that way. I felt that way, and I still do. I feel like, oh my god, I just can't be fucking happy. I just want to be profitable. I just want to be making money. Fuck this shit, bro. Isn't this gonna happen already? You know what I mean? And then you know what this state causes? This state causes you to start forcing trades, because, oh my god, I want progress. I want this to happen already. Let me enter this trade. It's kind of sketchy. I already made money on the day, but let me take it anyways. And then you take a garbage trade and you lose all the money that you made. This is the underlying principle that life has, or everything starts from that core, from state, how you feel. Everything else flows from that. Thoughts, actions, and feeling. Most importantly, as traders, it's actions that flow from the state. If you're gonna feel consistently like an unprofitable trader, you're gonna act like an unprofitable trader. If you feel like a break-even trader, you're gonna act like a break-even trader. That's exactly what's been happening to me. Because if I would be feeling like a profitable trader, if I would be feeling like I already made money on this fucking day, trust me, I would have skipped this trade, and I would have sit with this good fucking trade and this good money that I made on the bank. After making 1K, which is conservative, risking 0.5% on my account, after making 1K, on this, do you really think I would have fucking cared to even look at New York session, especially in this bullshit PA? It's not such a bad trade, but I would have probably still skipped it. Do you think I would have really fucking cared? When you start prioritizing and focus on are you feeling the best, you're automatically gonna take the actions aligned with who you want to become, with your higher self. Because if you ask yourself, okay, what would make me feel the best today? Oh yeah, taking this trade, this is a very good trade. But then you ask yourself, what would it make me feel the best? To take this goofy ass 4 trade today and give all the profit back, or sit on the bench and avoid a lower probability trade and just enjoy my money that I've already made in the day? Not only that, but you're also gonna raise your inner frequency so much to the point where you don't, I don't know, you just feel good throughout your day. You feel like here you start reclaiming the energy of, or the condition that you've been putting all these years on. Oh my god, I need to be turning profitable to feel happy. You already feel like you're profitable, so you don't need to see trading, you don't need to trade every day, because you already are profitable. You get what I mean? If you keep trying to change your actions while you're still feeling like a break-even trader, you're never gonna be successful. You're just never going to. You have to change this first, so then the actions change by themselves. The actions change by themselves when you change how you feel, right? By you changing actions, you're just gonna do it once, twice, and then you're gonna come back to being like having the actions of a break-even trader. That's just gonna happen over and over again. It's like a rubber band, right? It's like a rubber band. You try and change the action, right? You try and change the action, you do it once, you do it twice, but then it comes fucking back. It's like a rubber band is sticking your hands together. You try and change, I acted, I didn't force today, I didn't, but then it's back to actions of being a break-even trader. So what you need to do is change the root cause, which is here, or change the root cause. Yeah, don't change the effect. Actions are just an effect. The cause is your inner state. If you change your inner state, then your actions are automatically gonna fucking change, because they sit like this together. Every single action you take comes from your inner state. Why would you, for example, one day go help a homeless people? Because you're feeling good, you're feeling abundant, you're feeling like you already have money. But when you feel in lack, when you feel like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna pay the bills this month? I barely have any money. You're not gonna go and give that money to the homeless people. You're gonna keep it for yourself, even if it's $1, because you're in lack. So inner state really is fucking responsible for the actions you take, even if it might not sound like it, because it's so counterintuitive. Start focusing on yourself. Start focusing on feeling good every single day, and trust me, everything you ever want will take care of itself from its own. It's gonna be frictionless. You don't have to force it. You're not gonna have to willpower it. It's just gonna feel normal. Trust me, I've experienced it, and now I've come back to the same realization. See you tomorrow.